Hello, in the next episode. In today's video I'm going to repair two Nintendo Switch Lites, which they came in for the touchscreen repair, so you won't believe it. So let's have a look at them. Okay, so we've got two Nintendo Switch Lites, the grey one and the blue one. My customer, has paid for the touchscreen repair, and he sent me these consoles like this. Okay, so I've already disassembled this console, but let's plug the charger, and we've got blue screen of that. I've tested this switch before, and what I can say that this is an APU issue. There's a problem when I use some pressure here and I turn on the console. I can see I can see the original firmware, the home screen, etc, etc. So it's working, but the problem is with this APU. So first thing what I'm going to do, I'm going just to measure it quickly, and I'm going to reflow the APU, because I know that this was caused by someone has dropped this console. What I'm going to do, I'm going just to disconnect the battery, screen and the touch screen. Alright, so I will come back to this switch when I reflow the APU. So let's remove the, that shield. I'm going to clean that thermal paste. Right, so let's gently remove that thermal paste. Right, it's clean and shiny. First, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly measure some, components, just to see if you get to see any shorts on the motherboard. But like I said, I've already tested it, and I know that this is the APU issue. But just to make, just to make it clear for some people who are watching my channel, just want to be clear, yeah. So we have no shorts so far. Alright, the fuse. And we've got continuity. Alright, so this is our battery charging IC. It's good. 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 Alright, this is our RAM memory caps, so we shouldn't have any shorts here. This is the ground. It's okay. Ground. Power line. Ground, power line. This is another power management IC. This is the power management. This is the USB-C power management IC. And this is just the normal power management. And here, let's check this quickly. Good. Good. So we've got grounds. Here we've got power rails. Okay. Nice. Very nice. We have no shorts at all. And here we've got ground. And this low resistance is okay, so there's nothing to worry about. It's normal. In many cases, this is 3.3 rail, and this can be shorted, so we need to be careful. We've got short here. On the other side is 12.5, so this is correct. This is the ground, this is the power rail. Same, it's okay. Ground, power rail, and it's not beeping, it's okay. It's a little bit high resistance. And in this case, we got ground and 45 ohms, which is perfectly fine. Alright, so we don't have anything which can be melted on this side. But on this side we've got the, you know, our ZIF connectors and some other stuff, so there's nothing to worry about. We just need to fit it properly. All right, the board is fitted properly, so let's apply some flux. You know, maybe before I start, let's just remove that shield, because of this mesh on the top. It can be bent. Oh, now it's much better, much easier. All right, so we just started 385 degrees. All right, so the hot air is on the 330 degrees. Right, so it's done, probably. We will see. So let's let it cool down, and we'll come back to this later. Alright, so here we've got another Nintendo Switch, gray one. Everything is connected. Let's plug the charger. Alright, so it's taking almost 0.5 amps, but we can't see anything on the screen. It might be exactly the same issue, but it can be different one, yeah? Alright, first thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to check if we have the voltage from the backlight IC. So multimeter in the DC mode. You know, in the Nintendo Switch Lite, the main problem is this ZIF connector and this. Sometimes there's no connection between them, and then we can have no backlights at all, and that's why we can see the blank screen. The Nintendo is charging, but there's nothing on the screen. So what we need to do, we just need to check this line. And we've got 3.7, which is good. So that means the power from this coil goes through this tape and goes straight to the backlight connector. Let's check the power. We've got 3.7. So from this point, we should be able to start the system. But for some reasons, it doesn't work. It's not booting up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect the battery first. Disconnect all ribbon tapes. Alright, so we've got motherboard out. This is our main USB-C power management IC. So what can we see? Black probe on the ground. Let's check this. And let's go to the beep mode. And this is our main capacitor, 1.8 volt rail, and it's not shorted. You see, it's not shorted. Here we've got the ground. This one is our 3.3 volts. And this one is shorted. You see, we've got that short, and here we've got a dead short. You know, someone was in before, because I can see some signs of flux. So someone has removed that chip before. Let's check the other caps around. And they are all good except this one. Let's check caps on this side, on the battery charging IC. And they are all good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to desolder this chip, because, you know, I can see that someone has removed that chip for some reasons. Maybe it's also faulty, so I just need to make sure. So I'm going to remove that chip and inject voltage here. If the short is still here, I'm going to solder the wire here and inject some voltage. If I remove that chip and the short is gone, I just replace the chip. Simple. Let's check now. Can we see short here? And we still got a short. So the problem was not that power management IC, which I suspected. So I'm going to solder my jumper wire here. So now I'm going to inject here 3.3 volts. 3.3 volts, 2 amps. Maybe I should put this like this. Straight away, look at this. 78, 80 degrees. Whoa. Something else is getting hot, or just this one? Got 100 degrees. Alright, so let me just turn this off. Yeah. Let me check the other side of the board. Yeah, it's on the other side, you see? Alright, I can't see anything wrong except this IC. This IC. Alright, let's turn this off. This small IC, it's shorted, probably. Multimeter in the bit mode. And yes. Okay, so we need to remove this and see if the short is gone. Alright, so let's apply some flux. Just make sure when we've got dot. The dot is in the bottom right corner. Okay, so let's remove it. Alright, so let's check if short's gone. And the short is still here. Alright, so we need to inject the voltage once again. 3.3 volts. And we've got full short here. You know, I shouldn't have removed that chip. You know, this camera is not so accurate, so I was thinking it's the problem with the, you know, the chip. But the problem is one of the capacitor. So we just need to remove just one randomly and see if that helps. Let's check now. And we have no short anymore. that cap is shorted. So what I just need to do, I just need to reball this small guy. Alright, so the multimeter in the beep mode. And let's check, this is my donor board. I'm going to take 1 cup of my donor board. Alright, so multimeter in the beep mode. Let's check if you've got still short here. And nope. There's no short. Let's check if you've got short here. And no. Alright, I just need to solder back the power management IC. Alright, so let's plug the charger first. And yes, we've got 0 amps. Let's flip it over. And yes. So it was doing the self check and then goes to 0 amp. That means the self check is done properly, but we will see on the screen. I'm going to attach the screen. Alright, so let's plug the charger now. And yes, we've got charging sign. And now it's booting to the original firmware. So this wasn't a touch screen issue. like my customer, you know, was thinking, but it was just one small capacitor issue. Alright, so this switch has been fixed. Let's come back to the one with the blue screen of that and see if reflow helped or no. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect the screen to check this problem. Alright, so this is moment of truth. Let's plug the charger. And we have charging sign. Now the battery, it goes to the original firmware. And this repair, it wasn't, you know, the touch screen repair. So as you can see, it was just a, you know, APU issue. Some of the pins, they weren't connected to the motherboard properly, but after the reflow, they've come back to normal. So I've already sorted them both out. They work perfectly fine. I just need to test them and send it back to my customer. Alright, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.